part of the goal that you bring to the table is value, worth, and work ethic. As I've studied your style and how you present your lyrics, like I said, you are more of you're not even a reporter, you're like a hip hop consultant. Because when you rhyme, it's like you're making people hold your hand or you're walking them through the track instead of just bobbing their head to the music.
Right.
How is that important to you that you walk them through instead of sitting them down and listen to your tracks?
It's important because I'm at a point where I almost write like a conversation. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But not a boring one that keeps your attention. You know what I mean? So if I walk you through it, midway you bobbing your head and don't even know. So now it's coming naturally to you. And that's what it's all about. So if you hear the words and everything, that's a win-win. You're getting both. You get the music and you get a little conversation.
But don't you think that most people don't really hear the words anymore?
Oh, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. But my music ain't for most people. It's for everybody, but it ain't for everybody.
So tell me about body sign language.
Damn, real dope track. You know what I mean? I actually used that for the Wounded Healer album.
We're gonna talk about that.
Mixed down by my guy Litt. He out there on the West Coast right now. Litt, what up? Sample is taken from a group. I'm sample snitching right now, but we ain't selling that joint. Jamiroquai.
It's my guy.
Yeah. Sample taken from them. That group crazy. Again, music. But real dope track, and you know it got the pinches of Brother R. Kelly in there, but you know it's dope, played in a real dope way.
See, the thing about that album is that if you call yourself a wounded healer, you're hip hop. Because that's what hip hop is. Hip hop was born out of pain. So you have to take your marks, you have to take your beatings, you have to take your stars in order to show the world that you're worthy and to show those coming behind you that they're capable. What was the most impressive thing you recorded that showed you are capable that lived up to the name of that album?
So Wounded Healer, what lived up to that name was really what I was living. Mm-hmm. That was like a little bit of a downtime for me. You know what I mean? Just mentally, financially. I had a little crack in that moment. And you discover myself, but I was doing so many things for others, didn't realize it, and it was like lifting me up. So that's how the Wounded Healer thing came through. And but on that album, anything that sticks out in particular might be I don't know, it's a bunch of dope. Listen, I don't know. I gotta look at it. You gotta give me a second to look at that track list. You know what I mean? That's hard.
Let me give you a couple.
Or pull them out, yeah.
Because your connection to Pat Natson is on there too. Mm-hmm. But there's other songs I really wanted to click on because I go around your discography that I had. Dear Rapper. Tell me about that one.
Dear Rappers was like just what it says, and it was a message or a conversation to artists and artists taking a little bit more control, which is crazy now. It's kind of prophetic because what I was saying in that song is you definitely have to do now. Artists have to take more control of your business. When you perform, you're performing an act. You know, that's entertainment. So you should be paid for that. Now, how much is what you negotiate between you and that club owner, this, that, and the third. But I kind of sent that out to a lot of artists. I got a dope response from a lot of artists because they kind of felt the pain, where they was just getting shucked out of shows or just being used and abused for their art. And people are making money and they're not making anything off of it. You know? It's still art, whatever level you want.
I agree. Because art is the purpose of creating narrative. And your albums, like I said, are a living canvas because you're painting narratives. Tell me about Mas Frutas.
Mas Frutas. Yeah, man, shout out to the producer, Foisey. I'm sad we never really got to click the way I would have liked to musically on there. But the album is real dope. Again, my albums define me a lot of times. They'll define like where I'm at in my life, whether I know it or not. I usually know it towards the end, like damn, I just wrote what I'm going through, topic fits everything. Bang my head one more time. Nah, but that was going through a health stage. I was eating a lot healthier than getting into my health joint. It just kind of built off of, you go through the songs and they kind of build off of the health a little bit. Loosely based though, you know.
Listen healthy, eat healthy.
Yeah, man.
But the whole album, track-wise, by the verbiage, tells you this is not going to be the simple, typical hip-hop presentation.
Right.
You have strong songs like Soul Soil, Fruit Salad, Ripen, Change, Watermelon Wonder, I Wonder, Fruits of My Labor. Y'all can go get the album right now. Make sure you go to the Bandcamp. My Fruit Tops is out.
Yeah, Litt Green Bandcamp, do that.
Now, but the thing I want to ask you is the fruits of my labor. See, fruit is a very spiritual term.
Right.
Because it says you know a tree by its fruit. It also says that the Most High gave us the fruits of the Spirit.
Right.
And then it also was taught to people of color, throw away your seeds. What is the one seed that you planted when it comes to hip hop that you can see the fruit of it bearing witness to what you started?
And it's funny because I kind of just put it in my last post, but it's myself.
Okay.
You are the seed. So you're planted on this earth. You know, we're implanted on this earth to grow. We all grow. How you grow, how you're watered, it's on you. Directly, you know, after you hit a certain age, you know, you have people around you, your elders, your parents and aunts, uncles, who help water you, but you're the seed. So in hip hop, I just planted me. So if it comes out original, it comes out original. It comes out to sound like somebody, it might sound like somebody. We all take from influences. But again, your surroundings build who you are, and where you travel physically and mentally builds who you are too. So I'm definitely like trying to experience every aspect of life that I can. You know what I mean?
The aspect of the seed that makes it so life determined is the seed have to die to give root to something different.
Okay.
So what passed from you that helped you elevate to something different?
In terms of what?
I mean, you called yourself a seed. So seeds have to die for flowers to be grown. So I'm saying, like, what from you had to die for you to grow?
What from me had to die for me to grow? I mean, I guess it's how you look at it, because if I grow after I die, then it's like I'm being rebirthed, correct? So I'm rebirthing and reinventing myself every day, just like everybody else. It's evolution. You're only killing, if you want to use that terminology, what happened in the past, because you can never, it's done. It's never coming back. So it's more of a rebirth than death for me.
So what is hip hop to you if you have to lose in order to gain? What do you define that as?
And the only thing I'm really worried about losing from there is time. And that's just, as much as I love the process, like sometimes you just lose time from your family, your friends, or other things you gotta do. But other than that, nothing else, man, just time, that's it.
Hip hop is a major sacrifice to those who really love it.
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
And I mean, whether you lose your time to the writing or you lose your time to the outside world to find your creative energy, what keeps you energetic when it comes to hip hop and not just put it down for a while so you can focus on other things?
It's balance with me, so the things that I gotta focus on, priorities, they're gonna get taken care of one way or another. Now, so then I have the balance of doing the music. What keeps me coming to the music is the music. Like I hear something and it just, initially it just brings me to it, whether it's something old, something new. And then once I hear it, my mind says, damn, you can write to that, or check this person out, go check their music out. Dig into them, see what's going on with them. So it's a spiritual thing, man. I can't really explain. It's spiritual is something. It's a horror, whatever you want to call it, man. It's hard to explain, though.
Hip hop is spiritual because I believe hip hop is God from the door. I don't think hip hop is music. You know what I'm saying? And depending on how your connection is within yourself or your higher being, that will reflect in your creativity. You know what I'm saying? And you are very creative when it comes to, like I said, walking somebody through the song rather than rapping to the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that in how your beats changed. One thing that you said was love ain't perfect, but a rebirth and a resurrection is worth it. And that whole project, The Resurrection of Love, was very profound. And the reason why is because the listener had to ask themselves questions after the songs.
Right.
Why is reflection needed in hip hop when after a listener listens to a song instead of bobbing your head and just doing some crazy stuff?
I mean, bobbing your head and doing some crazy stuff is cool too. Don't get me wrong, you know, because it's just the vibe. You want to feel it. But for me, because I listen to it and I just go nuts off of certain songs. You know what I mean? Again, spiritual. But with the lyrics, it's just you can kind of get that point across too. Again, like everybody doesn't listen to the lyrics all the time. But go back to your question again. I'm saying.
I mean, the spirituality of connecting to the song makes you reflect.
Okay.
Let me just put the question this way. The cover of the album has a lady looking out.
Right.
And her picture is there about 4 or 5 times.
Right.
That's a reflection piece. That will make you go to an art gallery and stand for a while and wonder what she's looking at and what she's thinking and how that makes you feel. The project makes you do that as well.
Right.
Because you listen to it and you're like, damn, why did he do this? How do I feel about it? Like, love me, loves me not.
Right.
Wanna cry, forever, ever. You missed the bus, the interlude, like, it's a story. Yeah, so it's like, whenever you hear a great artistic piece of work, whether you see it or hear it, it makes you reflect.
Right.
So why is reflection necessary when it comes to hip hop?
Reflection is necessary for because it settles you in. All right, it kind of settles you in. It kind of it traps your thoughts and kind of you hone in on a particular thought or feeling, and it could kind of help you move on or not be stuck. You might reflect on something that went there. Just to kind of just go back to it and look at it again, reevaluate is what I wanted to say, and move on from it, do it again or don't do it again. You know what I mean? So, and you grow from it again, evolution. You know, resurrection is still evolving. You're coming back, it's still evolving into something else.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop. We here.